So, it's been a bit since I've made a video, and by a bit I mean like 3 weeks. And, you know, thought, I'll make just a random little video. It's more rambling, me just talking, shooting the shit kind of video, so yeah, here we are. First of all, no, I haven't stopped playing ZZ. I play it every day, I hop on, I do the end game, do my dailies. It's just, when it came to ZZZ videos, as with a lot of things when it comes to games at least, at the moment, I'm not, you know, in the biggest mood or vibe to, you know, try and get high scores or fast clears in Shiyu. That comes and goes for me always. I still do them, obviously. But yeah, part of that stems from the fact that, you know, I do have a day job, I've mentioned that. And yeah. So, just not being in the biggest mood or vibe. As I said, comes and goes. Wanted to do high scores or fast clears in Shiyu. But I still play the game, as I said. Still doing things. That being said, I did get Yuzuha. I was hoping I could skip 2.1. Because, like, I like Yuzuha's design. Alice, but I don't like Alice's gameplay from what we've seen. But Yuzuha being cool support and whatnot. Good support for anomalies. And I've also mentioned in the past, part of what dictates why I'll get a character, not all of them obviously, like you got Miyabi, you got Trigger. Part of what dictates why I'll get a character is if the character reminds me of my own character or like friends' characters, and Yuzuha kind of reminds me of a younger version of her friend's character. So yeah, got her. She's mostly built. Her core skills at F, you know, her skills themselves actually still need to be maxed out. Her weapon's not maxed out because I spent all my battery trying to level her up, get her core skill up, get her ability skills up as high as I could, and used what I could to, you know, max out her weapon. But her build, it's a build. It exists. These 2 disk drives need to be leveled up. I'm a bit low on Denny's and also out of disk drive level up materials. So yeah. So I have been trying a little bit more, because I do have a build list of characters. Well, here. Which is, you know, Lucy, Nicole, and Vivian. Now, Lucy is at least max level. Her weapon's max level. She has a build. And I only really use Lucy for DPS lighter. The thing is, she's not fully maxed. Like, I still gotta finish leveling up her core skill, leveling up her EX special and ult especially, and then like try and get the rest to close to max. But yeah, she's not built. Nicole is 50. She exists. She exists. I just threw this on so she at least had a vague form of build, but she's on the list to be built. But at the moment, I'm trying to finish Vivian. She's only at 50. Her core skills are not maxed. Her skills themselves are pretty low leveled and invested. As I said in a previous video, I got her in 20 pulls. End of her banner. I was like, yeah, I kind of like Vivian. I'll throw 20 pulls, get her. Cool, don't, whatever. Got her. So, yeah, ignore this. This is literally just here as a placeholder because I've not gotten either a okay attack or any other ether damage disc on this set for her. So this is placeholder. I leveled it a little just so she had a little bit more ether damage. But yeah, the rest of it, it's a build. It exists. It could be better. But I need to finish leveling Weeping Gemini, and I intend when she has a rerun, I'm going to try and get a weapon. But yeah, so because of that, I have been, you know, doing a little bit more, trying to do better. Not very good on this version of Butcher. I hate this version of Butcher in all honesty. But yeah, I've been using my Miyabi, Vivian, Yuzuha team. Been fun, been trying to figure out a good flow for it. Because that's the thing, like, everyone's got like, oh, there's these optimal rotations. I'm like, yeah. But I like finding a flow that works for me. So, at the moment, because of Yuzuha, I've been, you know, trying a little harder per se. But at the moment, I'm not feeling, you know, the vibe, the want to, you know, go for high scores per se and whatnot, and fast clears and Shiyu. That just comes and goes. So yeah. As I mentioned in the past, though, I am an artist and I do art things. And I did say I would possibly start uploading some art stuff. The big issue with that mainly is I stream on Twitch, and the main reason I stream on Twitch is, example, this music player that just appeared down the bottom, I listen to music on stream and not like game soundtracks or anything. And on Twitch, that's a little less of a headache than YouTube. I've had some friends being like, why don't you also stream or just stream on YouTube? I'm like, because I listen to actual music. And on YouTube, that's more of a headache than on Twitch. You know, understandable kind of, but like, yeah. And everyone's like, well, why don't you just, you know, put on some other music for the viewers to listen to and you listen to your music? I'm like, because it's my stream. It's, you know, based on shit that I like, obviously. Design it the way I like. If I'm listening to this, hey, viewers are going to listen to it too, even if they might not like it. They can always mute the stream and just watch. But yeah, when it's coming to art stuff, like, art videos, apart from like streaming, I don't have OBS much, open much, unless I'm, you know, also trying to do like quick or, you know, high score stuff in Deadly Assault for ZZZ and shit. Otherwise, I just draw. I don't have OBS open. I don't have it open, always ready to record or capture shit. Now, I have been drawing more. Like, don't get me wrong, I love art. Art, if I could, it'd be the only thing I'd do. Art is like breathing to me. I love it so much. I adore it. But because of my day job, as I mentioned, I have to do a lot of decision making and other shit. And I'm slightly burnt out from it. And because I'm burnt out, it is affecting my enjoyment and passion for things I genuinely love and adore. But I've been forcing myself to draw. But the issue is, when it comes to like videos, I don't know what to do. Maybe I could try and plan out some videos, I guess, or like speed paints of things. Like this, I scribbled out on stream a couple of weeks ago. This is a new picture that I'm gonna do to replace the one that's on the start screen that would have seen at the start of this video. This is for an RP group because me and my friends are giant fucking nerds. We like RPing. We're artists, so on and so forth. Blah blah blah. Nerd. But no, that is not what I wanted. Goodbye. But apart from that, I think I've mentioned in the past, I am also working on a comic and a TTRPG. I've also been doing stuff like concepting creatures for that. Because the TTRPG is also based on my comics universe and world. So do concept art for creatures for it. Do, if I could find others. Shit's placed everywhere. I don't exactly have a good organization system. Should come up with something better, you know. Do weapon concept sketches for characters and stuff. So yeah, I do a lot of stuff. A lot of different things. A lot of shit like that. What else? There is also my version of a kobold. So when it comes to D&D, I hate D&D's kobolds. I don't like the mammal nose and like snout on like the lizard body. I don't know, I think it's stupid because, you know, kobolds are meant to be draconian. Sure, okay, dragons, fantasy, could be whatever you want. Fair. You're right. But I don't like it. I think it's stupid. So I took one of my favorite reptiles and lizards, thorny devils, and came up with that version of a kobold. Thorny devil kobold. They're designed to live in deserts, as thorny devils do. They do still do the bleeding from the eye thing, but not to scare off predators and whatnot, but as a war cry / war paint kind of thing. So, you know, just picture a mass of these little shits just barging out of a hole in like the desert floor or something. Just coming to just raid your camp or fuck up your caravan. Maybe kill you and steal your stuff. But they're also kobolds, so they're stupid and tiny. But yeah, so that's what inspired that. But yeah, I do a lot of that kind of shit. I like art, I like D&D, I like TTRPGs. As I said, I'm making my own. What else is there? Oh yeah, you have another creature for my comic. If it loads, it's PSD, so it's a little big and takes a while. Literally called Death Hunters. I couldn't think of a name what to call these little shits for the longest time. So a friend of mine was just, because I was talking about, you know, I wanted to make my own like little tiny gremlin creatures. And so me and a friend were just talking about shit. And he's like, well, why don't you come up with like this weird kind of monkey thing, but it's not exactly a monkey. But they're not exactly, you know, they're kind of immortal. And when one dies, the energy and everything from the one that died near another one goes into the other one, making them tankier, stronger, so on and so forth. But you know, they're tiny. So they tend to do a lot of mostly random odd jobs, but also a lot of the really dangerous, stupid jobs kind of things, like trying to take on a fucking behemoth. But yeah, so they're based on a mix of monkey, kangaroo, and Tasmanian devil. I'm Australian. Australian representation. So yeah, using some Aussie animals for parts of it. Still got to design them out and flesh them out more, but yeah, been working on that kind of shit. Just working on a lot of other things. Do I possibly have anything else? Oh yeah. This is old. Well, no, this is still kind of old. Yeah, a couple of years old now. My take on a Tarask. The main reason I did this, even then, he's still a bit too small. Because, like, the way Tarasks are described, they're meant to be, like, huge. Especially in D&D, but usually, like, you know, when you see him in D&D... Oh. I guess. Okay. Okay. Yeah, normally in D&D, you know, that's like a building. So yeah, actually the person would be so much smaller for like how big I'm intending them to be. I just like Tarasks. They're kind of took some inspiration from armadillos. Obviously kind of crocodile a little bit and T-Rex, and then the scaling and whatnot. Kind of just came up with scale designs, obviously. This is the actual kind of original myth description of a Tarask. A six-legged, lion-faced, club-tailed thing. So I did a quick sketch of that as well. But, yeah. I actually still kind of like this. This is cool. But, I don't know, there's something about this that I'm just like... But yeah, so I made the scaling a little too big. He needs to be bigger than what it was there. And then what? You got this shit. More stuff for my comic. Little imps. Not super, you know, big changes. I actually like this one the most out of them all. But, you know, just more shit for my comic. But, as I said, I draw a lot. I'm working on stuff. Working on comic stuff, TTRPG stuff, RP group stuff. But when it comes to outside of streams, I don't know. So I'll figure something out. Figure stuff out when it comes to art videos and stuff for YouTube. Maybe I'll actually try and plan out videos and art to do specifically for videos. I don't know. Maybe just take stuff from streams and just turn it into a speed paint, speed it up, mute it, obviously, because, again, I listen to music. Yeah. So, I don't know, but I'm still alive, still around, still playing ZZ, still doing stuff. Just haven't made videos or recorded anything, because not in the wanting to super try hard in ZZ at the moment. Get past clears and Shiyu. Just, you know, enjoying it. Doing the end game. You know, kind of just getting my clears and then being done. But, yeah. Just thought I'd make a small little ramble video, because finished work early today. Cool. Good. Brain's less fried because of that, thank fuck. But friends I usually hang out with are either at work themselves and don't finish till later, or currently, you know, doing some personal real life, you know, stuff with like their significant others. Cool. Good on them. Fair. But yeah, because of that I was like, yeah, I have nothing to do now. Finished early. Thought I'd make a small little ramble video. So here we are. Me talking to the ether. Anyway, I'm a skedaddle, make a coffee, probably play some ZZ, do some drawing, and yeah, so take it easy.